Okay, guys, we're back and we're fresh off the result of Tevin Farmer getting cooked by Floyd Schofield Jr. They believe it was a first round stoppage. Floyd Schofield basically came out there and ran through Tevin Farmer. You could tell from the get go, Floyd Schofield was thrown with bad intentions. He was active. He was a live body in the fight, and it felt like naturally when you get cracked with a big shot early on in that fight, Tevin Farmer really never got a chance to get going. But ultimately, at this sort of level, you've got to be prepared for a guy like Floyd Schofield to come out and box like that, which Tevin Farmer was not. And Tevin Farmer paid the ultimate price. The first knockdown looked like a flash knockdown. Tevin Farmer got up pretty quickly and then seemed to still be in the fight. But at this point, of course, Floyd Schofield's on top of you. He's pushing the pressure. He's still throwing big shots, still landing big shots, and he drops him again. And then the second knockdown, Tevin Farmer looked a bit more damaged. His legs looked a bit more wobbly, and also his body language as well. He was giving up ground a lot easier because at this point I've been dropped twice. That this guy can seriously crack, which is exactly what a guy like Floyd Schofield would want. At that stage in that fight, you've been knocked down twice. You want to sort of regroup. That's what Floyd Schofield wants. So he's gonna let you regroup. But he's not gonna let you. He's gonna almost give you the illusion that he's going to let you do that, and then he's going to come forward, steamroll you, and then he wobbles him again, and the referee decides, yeah, that's enough. Too much damage too early on into this fight, and he's not going to be able, the ref's not going to be willing to just stand here and let this damage happen over the course of a number of rounds. But it puts Floyd Schofield Jr. in a really interesting position in the division, right at the top of lightweight now, where you've got Keyshawn Davis looking like he's left the division. So the WBO title is going to be vacant. I think it's WBO. So that title's going to be vacant. Obviously, you've got Edwin De Los Santos, who's... I don't know if they've given him the championship, but if he's not the champion, he will still want to fight for the championship. So a Floyd Schofield versus De Los Santos for a world title could be next. I like that for both fighters. Alternatively, there's your Andy Cruz's, which would be a hell of a fight. A fight I would really, really like to see. And then, alternatively, you've got one of Floyd Schofield's original opponents, Shakur Stevenson. They were supposed to fight last year. I think Floyd Schofield got injured, though. But yeah, they were supposed to fight last year, and that fight never happened. That fight could happen, depending on the result of the Shakur v Zepeda fight. Of course, that's got huge implications because it's a WBC sort of unification bout because Zepeda's interim champion, Shakur's full world champion. So, depending who wins that fight, if it's Shakur, even if it's Zepeda, there's no reason why Floyd Schofield couldn't fight Zepeda, and that would be a really fun fight. That is a fight I would love to see, Zepeda v Floyd, because they're both clearly powerful punchers, but it's two very different types of power of punch, right? You've seen Floyd Schofield is clearly a big puncher, just run through Tevin Farmer. No one runs through Tevin Farmer like that. You can beat Tevin Farmer; he's beatable, but you're going to have to pack your lunch if you're going to beat a guy like Tevin Farmer. Typically, from what we've seen previously in his career, you have to pack a lunch because he's probably going to go the distance. And even if maybe you can stop him later on, he's going to outbox you. He's going to embarrass you at times. But he can be beat, right? Floyd Schofield just run through Tevin Farmer. Like, this is almost... Well, it was a very big surprise to me. If I'm being honest, it was a very big surprise to me. But Floyd Schofield got it done. And now he can be on to bigger and better things in the lightweight division. Honestly, he's unbeaten. He's a big puncher, an exciting fighter. He would have gained a lot of fans with that win for sure. Ultimately, what I want to see next for Tevin Farmer, honestly, I think he should retire. I think that was a bad loss. He took even in the both Zepeda fights where you could arguably say he may have won those fights. Nonetheless, those fights were definitely competitive, and Zepeda was landing shots on Tevin Farmer. A lot of shots to the head, a lot of shots to the body in particular, and they were wars. They were 24-round wars. Not 24, 22-round wars, because the first fight was 10 rounds. 22-round wars, right? And then he goes in against Floyd Schofield and gets stopped in the first. I'm not liking the trajectory of your career at that point. 4 losses in a row. Granted, I know, and I've said this about Tevin Farmer before, 2 of those losses arguably could not have been losses, but they are. And those fights happen, and you took the damage from those fights as well. It's not like you boxed flawlessly, you didn't get touched. Zepeda was landing shots on Tevin Farmer, right? And again, like I said, Tevin Farmer recently just got stopped in the first round again. honestly, no doubt Farmer, he would have got a number of really good paydays in his career. A former world champion. Those two Zepeda fights, no doubt, would have got a high six-figure payday. This fight, again, probably would have got, another six-figure payday. Probably not as high as the Zepeda fight, because that was for an interim world title. But, nice paydays. And if you can live, if you can chill out, live a humble life, you can make that last for the rest of your life, man. So I think that's probably what Tevin Farmer should consider next. If he wants to carry on fighting, more power to him. But just know at this point of his career, he's just going to get fed to more Floyd Schofields of the world. Young, hungry guys, probably going to be big punchers, going to come out there and they're going to see what Floyd Schofield done to him and they're going to want to redo that. Right? And they're going to try and put one on Tevin Farmer each time they fight him now. So we'll see what's next for both guys. Obviously, I'm a huge Tevin Farmer fan still. I've now become a really big Floyd Schofield fan because of that fight. So yeah, we'll see what's next for both guys. But the lightweight division is looking really interesting. But let me know what you guys think of that fight and what you think of both guys' career going forward. Another episode of the Seth Solo Side Quest in the bag, and I'm out. Peace.